Gujarat High Court quashes GST order violation of natural justice. Hello everyone. Today we are discussing an important judgment from the Gujarat High Court that every taxpayer, GST practitioner and business owner should know about. The court recently quashed a GST adjudication order because the department failed to mention the date, time and venue of the personal hearing in the notice issued to the taxpayer. This might sound like a small procedural mistake, but the court held that it violates the principles of natural justice. Let's understand what happened, why it matters, and what advantages this ruling gives to taxpayers. Under the Central Goods and Services Tax Act 2017, when the GST department issues a show cause notice to a taxpayer, the taxpayer must be given an opportunity to respond and defend themselves. This includes submitting a written reply, producing evidence, attending a personal hearing. In this case, the GST officer issued a notice to the assessee for adjudication. However, the notice did not mention the date, time, or venue for the personal hearing. Despite this, the officer proceeded with the case and passed an adjudication order against the taxpayer. The taxpayer challenged this order before the Gujarat High Court, arguing that they were never given a proper opportunity to appear and present their defense. The High Court carefully examined the notice and the proceedings. The court noted that personal hearing is not a mere formality. It is a crucial right of the taxpayer. If the notice does not specify the date, time, and place, the taxpayer cannot realistically attend or defend their case. Therefore, the court held that this omission violates the principle of natural justice, especially the rule called audi alteram partem, which means let the other side be heard. Every person must be given a fair opportunity to present their side before any decision affecting them is taken. Because this opportunity was denied, the court quashed the adjudication order and directed that the matter be reconsidered after giving a proper hearing to the taxpayer. This ruling has several important advantages for taxpayers and professionals. Protection of taxpayer rights. The judgment reinforces that tax authorities must follow due process. Taxpayers cannot be penalized without being given a genuine chance to explain their position. Ensures fair adjudication. The decision emphasizes that adjudication under GST must be transparent and fair. Officers must clearly communicate all hearing details so that taxpayers can participate effectively. Strong precedent for challenging invalid orders. If a taxpayer receives an order where proper hearing was not granted, this judgment can be used as a legal precedent to challenge such orders. Encourages procedural discipline in GST administration. The ruling sends a strong message to tax authorities that procedural compliance is mandatory, not optional. Proper notices, hearing opportunities, and documentation must be followed strictly. Relief for businesses and practitioners. Many GST cases involve procedural lapses. This judgment gives GST consultants, chartered accountants, and tax lawyers a strong basis to defend taxpayers when the department fails to follow due process. If you receive a GST notice, always check these points carefully. Does the notice mention date, time, and place of personal hearing? Were you given adequate time to respond? Did the department consider your reply and submissions properly? If these requirements are not met, the order may be legally challengeable for violating natural justice. To conclude, the decision of the Gujarat High Court reminds us that justice is not only about the final decision but also about the process followed to reach that decision. Even a small procedural lapse, like not mentioning the hearing details, can invalidate the entire adjudication. This judgment strengthens taxpayer rights and procedural fairness under GST. Thank you for watching. If you found this explanation helpful, don't forget to share it with fellow professionals and business owners.